Hey everybody, it's Greg Dazinski, Detroit's Love Guru, back again. I posted a video, or I didn't post it, I shared a video about the 5 stages of a marriage or a relationship, which I actually follow myself. It's pretty cool. It's in the post below, so check it out. And I want to talk primarily about stage 3. This is where most of the couples I deal with. There's usually majority of couples. There's an affair. Either he cheated or she cheated. They both cheated. Threaten divorce, breakup, moving out, and then they're in my office, and then they're like, "Greg, you're our last hope." And I get all nervous and shake, and no, not no. But no, it's disheartening. It's sad. It's very emotional. Um, Trying to help these people, and you know how much pain they're in. Stage 3 is very difficult. This is where you start guessing. Okay, was this the person? Was this my soulmate? I originally thought we were soulmates. You fall in love and all this stuff, and then stage 3, you're like, what the hell did I do? Did I pick the wrong partner? You're always looking at the other person. This is the stage where I want couples to reaffirm, I want them to reaffirm maybe back what they were used to doing when they were dating, when they were in love. How did they treat one another? And it's very difficult when the resentment is built up. The resentment just, let's face it, as it builds and builds, it's going to pop, it's going to explode. Then you get to the point where you start calling each other names, and maybe you might even feel like you hate each other. I want to get away from that and help, through couples in stage 3 to move beyond that, to get through the resentment, the hurt, maybe to heal the traumas, the distrust, and rebuild that if possible. But I want you to look at, in stage 3, when you start questioning that, how happy were you originally? How happy were you before? What were you doing to make each other feel loved, special, to feel appreciated, to feel craved, to feel, how you couldn't wait to kiss one another. Now in stage 3, you're like, I don't want to kiss you either. Get away from me. I'm laughing, but it's not funny. You start looking at, how you used to be. And that's where I try to reflect couples how you used to be, and to get back there even stronger, more confident as individuals and more confident as a couple, to get turn that into a power couple, if you will, where you reignite the emotional, the physical connection that you once shared, but this time it's more of a deeper spot. So if you find yourself in, say, stage 3 in this situation, where you are second guessing the relationship, you're second guessing if you made the right decision on a partner in a relationship or marriage, I want you to start looking at how much love you used to have, okay? Start reflecting back, and what were you doing back then? Were you listening more attentively? Were you trying to overtalk each other that you probably are doing now in stage 3? Maybe you were attentive, maybe you were listening more, maybe, let's face it, I don't want it, but maybe you were afraid to speak your own mind back then. I don't want that either. I want you to be kinder, to be nice, be able to speak your own mind, but look at, how did you treat one another back there? Reflect back on there. And maybe if we can take that back and rehash the upset and, sort of, no, I don't want to rehash it. That's the wrong word. Sorry about that. But, sort of rebuild that intimacy and passion you once had. We're going to make it stronger, more confident, more solid, because you are going to be more confident, solid as an individual. You're going to speak your mind, and you're going to get rid of the name calling that you find a lot in stage 3. Name calling, the bashing, the silent treatment, the animosity, the resentment, the snide remarks, the snide comments that a lot of couples come to my office with. I want to get through those and repair those and get back to originally the needs of the couple. What were you doing to make your partner feel loved, appreciated? The basic foundations, that's where it starts. There's a lot more to it to help couples get through stage 3. I make it sound like it's a matter of fact and it's easy. It's not easy, especially when the emotions and hurt and distrust are going on, okay? And you think your partner might not like you, might hate you, don't find you attractive, all those aspects. It's not that easy. But I want you to start looking back and reflecting back how you started making, how you made each other feel loved, appreciated. Oh my God, the look in your eyes, you look at each other and you didn't say a word. You just knew you loved each other and you just wanted to melt in each other's arms. Start looking back at those aspects, okay? When you are in stage three, I'd rather you not get in stage three and get sort of meander through it or around it, over it, under it. I don't want you in stage three. I want you to sort of bypass it if possible. But unfortunately, a lot of couples, they do not do that. That is part of maybe the huge growing pains that I reference in a lot of relationships. You get to a point where you have a lot of growing pains, and what do you do with them? Do you grow? Do you evolve? Do you learn? Or do you cause those growing pains to sort of dishevel the relationship, your own identity, and kill the marriage or relationship? Okay? I don't want that. Peace and love. Happy Friday to everybody out there. Take care.